Kristen Doute, I don't know how she became the voice of reason on the Valley. She changed who she used to be completely to give us a new perspective on this new world. And I have a lot of respect for what she has to say nowadays. I think that she literally keep it real and keep it not classy, but at least try to keep it nice, until there is no way to keep it nice, and then she can cut a bitch if she wants to, right? And I think that's one of the things that I really respect on a reality TV star when you have that kind of behavior. And now in a new set of like posts and comments, she's really trying to let the whole world know, like, hey, you don't have to go anywhere because the Valley has been having some kind of like a backlash right now. And we need to talk about all of this. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. Make sure to subscribe right now and hit that notification bell because over here we talk everything related to Bravo every single day, and reality TV in general. So make sure to subscribe, okay? And let's talk about this mess. Um, Okay, let's start. I mean, there are like three or four different posts, Before we talk about the backlash and all of that, let's go into the fact that Kristen Doty is actually, one of the few people who is defending Jesse Lally. You know that I am Team Jesse 100%. We have talked about this many, many times before because I still, and I will always repeat it, if you are Team Michelle, you are excusing a cheater. So you better also be forgiving Tom Sandoval, Lenny Hochstein, or many of the other cheaters from the Bravoverse. Okay? So let's not have double standards over here. All right? But anyways, Kristen Doty is defending him because Sheena Shay said on her podcast the other day, we also did a whole video about that. Go on, watch it after you finish this one. Sheena Shea went on and said that Jesse was as bad or worse than Jax Taylor, you know, and that people don't know him and that people don't see who he is. And like she talked a bunch of shit about Jesse. And I remember when I did that video, I was like, girl, you are so wrong. But, anyways, uh don't take it from me, take it from someone who actually are on the same circle, and this time is Kristen Doty actually came forward and said and replied to Sheena Shea directly. Says it is insane for you to say that Jesse is even comparable to Jax Taylor. Sheena, insane. Okay. I Okay, a little bit about that. Yes, I believe. I mean, there is no comparison. I mean, Jack Taylor right now is probably the most unhinged Bravo celebrity. He's going through the darkest thing that we have ever seen in probably Bravo history. And I think I don't even know if there is going to be a way for him to come back from all of this. Jesse, on the other side, is trying to survive this divorce from the woman who decided to cheat on him and break up their marriage. You know? So I don't think it's comparable at all. Yes, Jesse can be an asshole. I mean, no one is denying that. And sometimes, the things that he said were quite strong, but were they lies? Hmm? You know what I mean? So, anyways, yeah, definitely not the same whatsoever. Now, talking about the backlash, there is a little bit of backlash, not a lot, but I have seen comments here and there, to the Valley about getting a little bit too dark. We have people like Janet, who is, Janet and Puppet Jason and, Jasmine. And they are just really making this show way too uncomfortable to watch sometimes. Janet is literally a Margaret Joseph. She is unhinged. She jealous. Like you can see the whole spectrum, of bad things when it comes to Janet. And a lot of people are just not having it between Janet and Jax and Michelle. I mean, it is one thing to have one villain, but to have multiple villains, it's like, how are we gonna fight these fights? You know what I mean? So a lot of people have been giving a lot of backlash saying like, I am not watching, this is getting too much for me. I think one of the general things that we have had to understand as a Bravo community is that we are tired of seeing people trying to destroy other people's families, marriages, businesses, or lives just for entertainment, because we can see the difference. So when we see like what Janet is doing to Danny and Nia, and it's like constantly every single episode, we are like, oh my god, like shut up, so, and we get tired of that. We like drama, but we like the stupid drama that you can fight one or two episodes max, and then you kind of like move forward from that, because we kind of like can agree, disagree, have a conversation, and we kind of like move on. But when you get to like that level of toxicity that you can literally see like the yellow signs going everywhere, it's just insane, right? We don't like that, so people have been giving a lot of backlash for that. But Kristen is trying to go away, saying like, "Look, like we hear you, but like please don't go anywhere." Right? On another comment, on a comment, she says, someone says, 25 minutes in and I'm out. Bravo. Jax isn't good TV or even a hate watch. He is an abusive monster, and the way the men looking at you, Jason Caperna, try to deflect and act like Danny is the problem is disgusting, and this is no longer fun. To what Kristen replies and said, I totally agree, but don't leave us. My engagement episode is coming up soon. And another user says, if Bravo is wondering why ratings are down, I'm happy to clue them in. It's Janet. She's a miserable person, and she is miserable to watch. To what Kristen replied, ratings aren't down, but please don't let her deter from watching us. Let me see. In another comment, he says, I'm so happy Luke and I have Danny and Nia in our life. I am so embarrassed for Jason in these episodes. Both Jasons. I think, look, I think this show is still too new to say that you're just gonna clock out. I think there is a good like a changes that will be coming for season 3 for sure. But I mean there are things that I agree to watch and not to agree to watch. And there is a difference between watching Jack Taylor being unhinged because we know that situation, and then there's another thing to watch Janet actively trying to destroy another family. So I think there are two different things to watch. I still will say give them a chance, give them an opportunity. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. We'll see how the reunion goes. But I understand, like sometimes it could get a little bit too uncomfortable, but at the same time, we need to understand that this is real life, like these are their real personalities, and not everyone that you're going to watch on TV is going to be your perfect person. You know what I mean? So this is part of reality. Sometimes we have unhinged, hateful people. So let's just deal with them, and then at the end of the season, then we can start being like, bravo, fire them, bravo, fire them. But to stop watching right now, I mean, we still need to see what is going to happen, right? So, anyways, I'm here for Kristen. I think she is amazing. I think she has completely redeemed herself, and I cannot wait to see her engagement, and I cannot wait to see how her pregnancy is gonna go and how the rest of the season is gonna go. So anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below, and if you want to get all the tea related to the Valley or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.
Welcome to the Real Andy of Beverly Hills Show.